What's up, YouTube? This is your girl Megan. Welcome back to the Hood Astro Queen. To all of my returning subscribers. However, if this is your first time joining me on today, be sure to hit that subscribe button because you know you want to. And today I am coming to you guys with a free reading, okay? It's not really the last day of November, but you know, it's the last few days, so I thought I should knock a few of these free readings on out the way. And as always, if I didn't get to your personal submission, then I might get around to it in the December free readings and so on and so forth. But yeah, feel free if you do want to qualify to have your name pulled for my free readings for each month. Hit me up at my email. It's in the description box. It's also right here on the screen. Okay, so with that being said, today's entry, whatever you want to call it, is from a person that I'm going to call FP for the sake of this reading. So their letter goes, "Hi, Hood Astro Queen. I've been a long time subscriber and I love your channel. You are intelligent, hilarious, and you make astrology videos. Very entertaining to watch. Thank you. Thank you very much. My birthday is April 15th, 1996, and I was born in Memphis, Tennessee at 6:47 a.m. I don't know if my chart says anything about me holding on to my virginity, but I have not met anyone who I want to lose my virginity to, and I've never been in love with anyone before. So I've been trying to figure out my sexuality. I want to know what types of men and women are attracted to me and what types of relationships am I likely to get into. Can you please tell me what does my chart say in regards to my sexuality, relationships, and my love life?" Of course. So in regards to the virginity thing, so your Mars is at the 16th degree of Aries and is actually conjoined to your Aries South node. And all of this is in your 12th house. You also have a 12th house stellium, which includes your Sun at the 25th degree of Aries, your Mars at the 16th degree of Aries, your Saturn at the 0 degree of Aries, and your Moon at the 24th degree of Pisces. All of this collectively definitely has a very profound, or it could have a very profound impact on your sexuality, as it can definitely weaken your sex drive. This placement can produce a person who can go a very, very long time without sex, or in your case, like your whole life. Mars conjoined to the Aries South Node in the 12th house can also deal with where you want things to be just right, where you're fantasizing maybe about it, but be mindful that you aren't too idealistic about like what you expect from your first time, what it's going to be like. Because trust me, it's not all that. Okay, first time, not all that. Second time, not all that. Third time, not all that. Fourth time, you might be on to something. But, you know, like it's just not this cinematic experience. This configuration could also create some past life or early life trauma surrounding sex. So this is the part where I ask you if you've experienced any either sexual abuse or anything to kind of make you fearful of exploring that part of your identity. But if you have it, it could definitely be like a past life experience to where in this lifetime it creates a certain level of paranoia, maybe fear, attached to your sexuality. It could be very much locked, weakened, hidden away, or something that's just very like dormant within your personality. There could also be an issue with intimacy that I've seen with this placement before, this configuration where, especially that 12th house stellium, you know, a lot of these people can be obsessed with like perfection. So some of these people could be like big porn watchers, but when it comes down to like the one-on-one act of like actually being intimate with someone, it can be scary, it can be very problematic. And like I said, a lot of times it is triggered by like early life, past life conditioning. Also, your Jupiter in Capricorn, and you also have Capricorn in the 8th house, is squaring your nodes, which makes me wonder if you have any type of religious conditioning or spiritual programming that could have perhaps subconsciously affected or impacted the way that you view relations and whatnot, or maybe if there was some pressure from like an elder, mother, authority figure, especially with Capricorn. Like I said, that Capricorn influence. Also, with your North Node in your sixth house of Libra conjoined to your Chiron, it makes me wonder whether you're being realistic about your approach to sex, or at the very least, it can require you to be. So if you're not, that Libra North Node sixth house can like force you to be very balanced in your approach to sex, as well as the expectations that you have from the other sex. There could also be a need for you to explore and engage in partnerships, for you to be very selective and strategic about who you choose to be with sexually. But with that conjunction to Chiron, there could be like a fear of partnerships, a fear of rejection, perhaps. And also your Venus at the 10th degree of Gemini, that right there points towards your bisexuality. But it can also make you a person who can engage in a lot of platonic friendships as well, which kind of feeds into that theme of like not really unlocking that part of your sexuality. So yeah, it could deal with you being rather bisexual, not emotionally like a very heavy person. And this is further reinforced with your Venus trine Uranus in Aquarius. That could point towards you finding good romantic companionship in a friend, though, or you having a physical relationship that's very light and easygoing, with not a lot of strings attached. Your Venus is forming an opposition to your Pluto in your eighth house of Sagittarius, which, I mean, I would not recommend you dating or even losing your virginity to a Sagittarius your first time with this placement, because you can definitely attract some of the dark sided ones. And God forbid you catch any feelings. Like, it could be great sex, but from a dating perspective, it could be dreadful. Because, like, if you fell in love with the Sagittarius, infidelity would definitely be an issue for you. But it could also point towards you being very sexually attracted to, like, interracial or people outside of your race. You having, like, a long distance lover, especially with Jupiter in your ninth house. And you also have Virgo in your fifth house, intercepting your fifth house. So, yeah, you could be very picky. That could be part of it. Leo in the fifth house does require you to engage in relationships that are lots of fun. And you just be kind of like a little flirty Gertie out here, just, playing the field and being very like, I would even say kind of superficial in the way that you chose your dating partners. But Leo is Leo naturally does, it feels at home in the fifth house, and it does promote a lot of like sexuality and like really exploring yourself. But with your sun in that 12th house, once again, these traits that could come naturally to others as it regards to like your sexuality and being sexually secure and comfortable, those things could take longer to develop for you. Or you could just be a lot more shy and reserved in that area of your life. You also have Scorpio on your descendant because you are a Taurus ascendant, which naturally makes you very fascinated with like very intense style relationships. And I feel like honestly, when you do start having sex could be a very important thing in your relationships. So, I mean, you don't rush it, because even with that Capricorn influence, squaring your nodes, your Jupiter and Capricorn squaring your nodes, you could just be a late bloomer too. You know what I mean? So it's not to say that you won't come around in that respect, because I mean, there's nothing, it's not good or bad, it just is what it is. But once you do unlock that part of you, I do see the potential for you to be a very sexually charged person, but also maybe even attracting people who are like, there could be like a lot of jealousy issues, control issues in the relationship, so be mindful of that. But definitely keep your eye out for those Sagittarians, like, because I would strongly encourage most people to avoid dating a person who shares the same sign of whatever is in your eighth house. that's just that's just my personal advice. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you found this to be helpful. And yeah, you guys drop down in the comment section. Let me know what you thought of this reading. And yeah, y'all share your experiences with losing your virginity. How old were y'all when y'all lost your virginity? I was like 19. And like I said, it was not that great. So, yeah. Make sure you practice unconditional self love so that you can love others. And as always, until next time, I'll holla.